He has been a big piece to their success. And you look at this team, how defensively they have really upped their game with, of course.
Here's Zubac over to Powell. Guarded by Levine. Good show by Sabonis, but a tough shot by Norman Powell, who's been spectacular this year. They show at the level. Harden catches up to him, 12 on the shot clock. Sabonis lines it up and nails it.
And that's important to see him.
That's his first. One more look here. That's a shot that he's repped all summer. Different workouts
It's traveled all over the world.
Yes, with Doug Christie, who was his player development coach. Little room service for Murray.
And that's why it's so nice to have Keegan back and available. And the anticipation that you're going to see from Keegan Murray. I mean, that's just a lazy pass inbounds from James Harden. And Keegan's not going to let But it's the defense, Mark, where his size gives such versatility.
Really missed it against Denver. Here's Sabonis burrowing his way inside with some bully ball over Zubac. On a shot by Kawhi Leonard in heavy traffic. Here's Powell working against DeRozan. And he knocks down the three ball.
So he missed 35 to start. This is his 35th game he's playing in here this season. So it's difficult as Zach LaVine gets all the way to the rim. Scores above.
Murray piercing the paint. Wow, he smoked the layup after making a great move.
And that's 2 in a row right at the rim for Zach.
Powell inside gets it to fall. LaVine with an open three. And it comes off to the Clippers. Leonard running the floor, punching it home. Almost turns it over. Shot clock down to 5. They got to get busy here. LaVine behind the Sabonis screen. There's the first look for DeRozan, and it's cash out time.
Phenomenal job. No backing down by Trey Lyles.
LaVine over Zubac. Got it.
That looked great. You have to say that, you know, in the time that Keegan Murray was out, Trey Lyles in the starting lineup, he came in and did a phenomenal job.
Yes. And Zubac's doing a great job inside with the and one for the Clippers.
And there you go again. This is doing an excellent job defensively of taking away the Kings' primary action.
DeRozan snakes the screen. Nice feed to Valanciunas.
And that's the thing with how aggressive this Clippers team is. Look at the steal there by Zach LaVine. And
Carter gives it up. LaVine on the baseline. Got it.
Defensively, the Kings doing a great job. 2 of my keys, obviously.
Carter stuck on Leonard on the mismatch. Tough assignment. Like I said, tough assignment as Leonard knocks down the jumper. What are you going to? And a real threat. Here's Harden around the screen. Jones lost the handle. Carter all alone. Devin Carter flying charter.
The bench and why Doug has a lot of faith and trust in him.
Harden got behind the three-point line and he rings one up.
And read it well.
DeRozan draws 2, cross court to Lyles, drives the closeout, and a little bit of jelly at the rim by Trey Lyles.
Finish in transition, but Trey Lyles, what a quick decision. The reverse finish, you know, he also provides them a ton of versatility when he is in that lineup and playing big minutes.
Over to DeRozan. DeRozan drives it, float game, good, and 1. Against Denver, just 8 of 26.
And there you have it. The skip pass, snap drive, and he reads it really well. Says, you know what, I think I'm going to go with the floater here.
Against Valanciunas.
One thing you know, it's going to be physical. So, you know, strap your helmets on tight, get ready for action.
Powell laces another 3-ball. DeRozan hunts the switch. Back to Lyles, gets it back against Bogdanovich. 3 on the clock, spins. Murray open for 3. Butter. What's his name?
And with the way that guys like Zach LaVine and, you know, Keon have kind of been scoring and contributing in that way.
Carter with a tough move. Goes glass.
Convenient.
Timing is everything, Katie. Biggest lead of the ball game for the Kings. Not for long, says Kawhi Leonard with the field goal. Leonard.
If memory serves, last time we saw it was in Dallas in March.
Nice pass. Counted and 1. Working to a T right there, Katie, as you pointed out.
The Clippers just 5 assists, so it's showing you right now that they are playing very much together offensively.
A little bit of a zone look, it appears, but it doesn't matter to Leonard, who hits the corner jump shot this year to run their defense. He's done a fabulous job with that unit. As I said, they almost got a steal. Ellis pulls the 3 out of the scramble just the way that Doug Christie drew it up. Good point, a great point. Statistically, it's proven that if you pass up a shot early in a possession, a lot of times a poorer result will come about as Leonard gets a bucket at the other end.
It's multiple guys that are shifting over because they're trying to take away those driving lanes from him.
Yeah, Powell met him on the other side of that screen. Lyles hits a long 3 at the expiration of the shot clock.
Of Bogdanovic's games, his time here in Sacramento. I've never seen him play defense the way that he's playing on this Clippers team. And it just goes to show what they have done. It's not coming, yeah. They're obviously facing off against Dallas, yeah?
Yeah. Kawhi Leonard out on the wing over DeRozan. He is in a metronomic type of rhythm right now. Okay, here's Sabonis. 3 on the shot clock. Levine has to pull a 9-1-1. Flushed home by Trey Lyles.
Talk about being in the right place at the right time. Trey Lyles knew the time on the shot clock and put himself in a position where he could crash that glass.
Boy, Ellis got destroyed. He died on that screen. Katie, a lot of double teams, a lot of blitzing on those ball screens.
Excellent rotations, but the Kings are doing a good job of finding the places within the offense where they can take advantage of what the game. And these guys are reacting to what they're seeing. It's not scripted. They don't have to run a play to beat this defense.
Concept basketball, and that's a good concept for the Clippers right now. Just keep Ellis on Harden. Harden around the screen by Zubats. Finds Zubats in the roll, and there's that chemistry they've developed since the time.
Phenomenal.
Levine missed the logo 3, raises up, and missed the lefty lay. Here's Harden breaking out. 3-on-2 for the Clippers. Harden steps through and got the layup. A defender, as you'll find, on ball. Sticking to Levine right now. Here's Ellis. Sabonis lines up the 3. He's been repping that 3-pointer.
And shooting 40% from deep through the course of the season, and the numbers dropped a little bit as of late, but to be shooting 40%.
They bring DeRozan into the action, but Murray stays with Leonard. Goes tween and pulls. Wet.
And that is a
splash.
Tough shot right there for how they can attack him defensively in the second half.
Boy, Murray went under then over the screen. Leonard still with it. And knocks down the elbow J. Automatic. He's a bona fide, certified, qualified bucket. Great process, no result.
I mean, they did an excellent job moving the ball, but you have to give a ton of credit to the Clippers as they're going to score Norman Powell at the rim.
It's like when your coaches run shell drill in practice, right?
Ad nauseum, yes.
Sabonis couldn't grab the rebound. Here's Harden on the breakout. They got a 3-on-2. Harden takes it all the way in. And through the contact for the layup.
Jeff Van Gundy,
my former ESPN colleague.
You see him up. You can see just how invested he is.
Sabonis hits the midi. You know, Jeff Van Gundy. And it's been a wonderful situation for the Clippers as a result. Done cross court to Harden. Powell on the baseline raises up. Zubats with the cleanup. Here's DeRozan. That one is short. Murray with the offensive rebound. DeRozan this time at the rim inside and gets it off glass. Leonard on the wing. Jump pass to Dunn. His float game is good. Here's the mismatch. Levine got some food. Sidestep 3. Butter.
You want to see Zach Levine pull the trigger and see it go through, and that can completely change things in an instant.
Zubats inside with an impressive jump hook. Productive year for the Clippers this season. Levine with head of steam. Back to Sabonis. Great offense. Doug imploring his team to pick up Harden higher up, further up the court. Better pickup point. Harden. That's what happens if you don't, Katie.
Yeah, listen, you got picked off by the Zubats screen.
Here's the mismatch against Zubats. Missed the layup, but tipped home. Good follow by Sabonis. Past the midway point of the third. Good help by Ellis at the nail. Done inside with the reverse. Wow.
The right triggers tonight.
People forget that he was at times a league leader in assists a lot of times.
Yeah.
Levine got the lefty lay to go high off glass. Zach Levine got a great look though.
I mean, that's a high percentage shot.
Sidestep three by Harden is good.
Heavily contested.
And it comes off to Harden.
And you got a smaller guy on you in that situation. I would have loved to see him attack off the dribble, and that's what it ends on the other end. And so often, I mean, a miss at the rim is, don't sleep on the fact that Ben Simmons is one heck of a playmaker.
Great point, Katie. Valanciunas, nice feed inside Carter. Tipped up and in by Murray. Back out to Powell. 7 on the shot clock. Norman Powell. Wow, got to the rim. Murray out top against Jones. Valanciunas with a mismatch against Harden. Little jab and go. JB on the
That's what
JOB.
I'm talking about.
Wow.
Yeah.
Into the corner, 7 on the shot clock. Murray on Kawhi Leonard. To his left in traffic. Jones trying to cash out and does.
Spacing is going to be really important here over the last 11 minutes of this game.
Thoreau got to get off quickly. Carter with the moon ball. Got it! Splash down! And the building has come alive.
You can just sense that this building wants to erupt, but Kawhi Leonard
Stares down Simmons, pulls, got it. DeMar DeRozan with a bucket.
What time is it? Kind of frustrating James Harden to a certain degree, and he keeps going back for more.
No whistle, but a layup by Harden. That whistle.
100%.
And I know that Jay Crowder, as is his custom and habit, introduced him to the ref before the game. And one. Sabonis.
And just quick decisions right here in the two-man game, the little shovel pass. That's a foul. That's a foul on James Harden, but this is something I always struggled with, and I don't understand it. It's always been a part of the game. It is what it is.
Dallas winning tonight against Toronto. And Jones with the theft. And the larcenous activity will end in a Doug Christie timeout. Here's DeRozan. Zubac switches out onto him. Rips through. Feeds it to Sabonis. DeRozan with the cleanup. Different story this time for both Levine and DeRozan, who had 30 and 31 in the previous meeting. Lob up high. Derek Jones bounced to the ounce. He is a former slam dunk champ. Levine from deep, got it.
And that
there's a response
from three-point range over the last 3 games. Tonight, just 2 of 8. Maybe that will unleash the flood.
There's that little push shot that has become so effective. And they have one of the best point of attack defenders in Kawhi Leonard. Levine pulls up from 17, got it. A lot of all-stars combined between those two guys, and a lot of years and mileage too. Nice hit ahead to Derek Jones Jr. for the layup. That's the type of distributor James Harden is. Inside. Back out to Levine for 3. That falls. And it's a 6-point contest. 2 minutes to go and time to press up. Staring down Leonard. For 3, Zach Levine. It's Sacramento. There's a Levine 3. And another one right there. He's been lights out. DeRozan will bring it into the front court against Leonard. Around the Sabonis screen. Zubac switches onto him. DeRozan got it. 2-point game.